It's so funny that if you go to some other Muslim countries right now, you will find women who are restricted from even going out by themselves. They are treated like pets, cats or dogs, whatever you can say. Christians believe that when you die, you go to this place called heaven, and then there's milk and honey. Milk and honey, where you eat milk every day and honey, and you wear white gowns and you sing every day for the rest of your life. If that's the heaven I need to go, I think it will be so boring. Oh, do we need a pastor to sit down so that someone can tell us what God says? No, you can read the Bible by yourself and understand what God says. Do you need a pastor to pray for you so you can get healed? No, you need a doctor. Go to the doctor, get your medicines right, tell him or her where you feel pain, they'll help you. But your pastor cannot pray for you to get healed. That's a totally crazy idea. And then another problem with this old school religion is that they have conjoined themselves with politics. Listen, there's no way religion and politics can come together. It just doesn't make sense. How can religion and politics coexist? Politics divides every day. Hey guys, welcome again to another episode. This is Blazy. I want to say thank you so much if you're tuned in, wherever you are. Good morning, good night, or good evening. Or maybe if you're having lunch, whatever it is, happy lunch. But let's dive straight into this. But before I go in deeper, if this is your first time watching this video, watching my video, I want you to do me a favor. Go click that subscribe button, because if I grow, you grow too. We grow together and we keep on entertaining each other, sharing insights and sharing knowledge. If you have something that you would like to say about the video, please don't forget to comment in the comment section. But I just want us to be very frank and fair with each other. There's some realities that happen in life, but because human beings like to follow trends, they don't want to accept the reality. I want to tell you right now that the old school religion is dying, and it's time that we accept it, because many people are living in denial with all these realities that are in our eyes, and they're suffering. I'll point them out. It's over for Christianity. It's very over. It's over for Islam. It's very over. Whether you agree with me or not, that's how it is. There's a high growing number of human beings who don't want to be associated by these two major religions, highly because of what has happened in the planet, and also it feels like they've been so outdated. Like the message they talk about, these major religions talk about, don't really represent the current world that we live in. And I'm telling you, in the next 10 years you'll be very shocked, because even right now there's a high number of population of people who don't consider themselves religious, not because they hate religion, but because the kind of religion they were offered to doesn't really resonate with the needs or the lifestyle or the likes of the things they would like to be part of in the planet or in the society. Listen, I know you might be getting hotter by now because of the words I'm saying, but just give me your ears. Let me explain to you why these two major religions are really losing their relevance in this current age. Number one, they don't really address equality between men and women. All these religions, strongly Christianity and Muslim, a woman is considered a servant to a man. How does it really work out? There's no life without a woman. How will you put a woman on the bottom and look at her like a second-class creature and make a man be the boss of everything? I'm not saying that there's no difference between a man and a woman in terms of biological nature or how they function in the community. Listen, that's another topic. But they have to be treated with care, respect, all opportunities. It's so funny that if you go to some other Muslim countries right now, you will find women who are restricted from even going out by themselves. They are treated like pets, cats or dogs, whatever you can say, because men in those countries, they use religion to control them. If these women try to revolt or ask for their rights, they are accused that they are not following the teachings of God. So the men are benefiting from using the word of God for them to get away with whatever they can get away with. I know when Christians get married, they say that the woman should say, I will serve my husband. Clearly, it doesn't work like that. These women are our mothers. Why would we treat them the way we treat them right now? It doesn't make sense. So right now, Christianity and Muslim they are losing so much relevance. And actually, in the young generation, the old heads, I didn't call it. The old people are the ones who are like trying to enforce that identity into young people because they went through the same system through their parents. That's why when slavery happened, one of the best tactics that the slave masters used was to instill religion into the slaves so they will feel like they cannot compete with the slave master, but they were competing with a god, a higher power who is closer to the slave master. So that's why the slave guy took all the things and be like, God can help you even if I mistreat you. Terrible idea to happen in the planet. Okay, let's think about Islam in this context. So in the Muslim religion, if you die while killing someone, I think in the name of God, they believe that you'll be offered virgins in heaven. Really? You think that God is that desperate to just organize sex for someone who have killed people in this planet? Well, it doesn't make sense. Virgins for what? Listen, I think that's an illusion. If you think that you're gonna get virgins by exploding yourself with other people in public, then I think you're messed up here. And I don't blame you, but your teachers and your fathers and your neighbors and your community, they're the ones who have affected you. And it's time that you have to wake up by yourself. You have to carry the torch by yourself. You can't expect other people to save you from your misery. And then let's jump again to Christianity. Christians believe that when you die, you go to this place called heaven, and then there's milk and honey. Milk and honey, where you eat milk every day and honey, and you wear white gowns and you sing every day for the rest of your life. If that's the heaven I need to go, I think it will be so boring. Some people might think of me as anti-Christ, anti-whatever, but this is just facts, bro. If you just open your ears and open your mind, not only your eyes, open your system and think about these things deeper, you can agree with me that these religions are losing their relevance in a very high rate, and their teachings don't really address what we need to address right now. There's racism in both of them. If you read the Bible and you read the Quran, there's extreme racism. Bro, you don't see black people anywhere. There's classism. Crazy classism. Bro, this is so terrible. I just don't even know how to explain it. And this is a holy word of God. I feel like it was supposed to address the people of the planet at a certain time, but right now we have become more advanced intellectually to the point we are able to understand the holy writings without being instructed by a religious scholar. I'll explain how. Oh, do we need a pastor to sit down so that someone can tell us what God says? No, you can read the Bible by yourself and understand what God says. Do you need a pastor to pray for you so you can get healed? No, you need a doctor. Go to the doctor, get your medicines right, tell him or her where you feel pain, they'll help you. But your pastor cannot pray for you to get healed. That's a totally crazy idea. Does it really have to be like that? Go to the Muslim world, they tell you you can marry up to 4 women. I think that's sexual addiction. It's not supposed to be like that because the women are jealous. The women want to be the queen. They can only be one queen. We can never have like 10 queens, 5 queens, 6 queens. They can only be one. And one guy told me actually that why will you marry one woman yet the ratio of men to women is like women are like double the number of men? Well, because realistically, I don't think everybody was meant to be married as a man or as a woman. So to me, I feel like whoever is still available right now, that's it. And then another problem with this old school religion is that they have conjoined themselves with politics. Listen, there's no way religion and politics can come together. It just doesn't make sense. How can religion and politics coexist? Politics divides every day. Politics is like a knife. It cuts your system every second. Every time you hear this party against this party, this group against this group, this community, this race, and now you want to tell me that religion entertains it? No, I feel like religion should stay away from politics. Actually, politics should be disbanded. It's one of the worst things to ever happen in the history of a human being. So, another reason why these old religions are losing their relevance, and they're being so the only thing that has remained right now is to enforce it to people. Actually, for me to tell you, I am a religious guy, and I'll tell you what religion I believe in the next video. So make sure you click subscribe so you can check the next video, and I can tell you more about my religion. I'm not an Illuminati guy because you might think so the way I'm talking. I'm just telling you, no, bad idea. Everybody can see that it doesn't work out, and it's time for us to accept it and find an alternative to grow together. Extreme poverty and wealth, terrible thing, but it's still supported by religion. Anyway, guys, you know, in this life, you only live once. You don't have two trials, or a trial and then the real life. And I think it's very fair if you can spend your time liberating your system and your mind and your brain into being a free person who can think by themselves without being enforced into thinking like the masses, because it doesn't mean that because a majority of people think like this, then that's the truth. You might have your own truth, and it should be normal for you to enjoy your liberty in that truth. So don't let religion control you. Let religion liberate your system so you can be a better servant, better neighbor, better husband, and serve the planet and make this place a better place. There's no other heaven we're going to. This is the heaven, and it's our obligation to make it as heaven. This place we can have milk and honey. Actually, we have milk and honey here. We don't need to go to the space to get another milk and honey the way Christianity says. I'm not against Christianity, but I'm just saying, or Muslim, I say it's time that we have to change and believe in something else. And I'll tell you what that thing is. Only if you click subscribe. My video will be up in 2 days. So I'll tell you what religion really resonates with us right now. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you will have a good time after this video. If you think you don't agree with whatever I'm saying, feel free to send me a comment, and I'll be very happy to respond. Until next time, peace.